Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about CEO Bobby. Now, what's crazy is all the names that came out when young Dolph lost his life that were swirling around. It seems like everybody, all those names, have been arrested, man. Like everybody except for Jojo Splatt. He recently did an interview with Dirty Glove and, talked about, him not being involved in a lot of stuff, man. And, just expressed who he was, whatever. But CEO Bobby is a name that came up a lot, man. And that's because he was on those original, or I should say, those original IG posts and stories that were circulating around social media when the story of young Dolph being shot and killed first broke, man. Now, CEO Bobby seems to have stayed under the lights and pretty much, faded to the back with the arrest of straight Dropp. But it seems like he done got caught up in another situation where he got arrested just yesterday, man. It looks like he was involved in some kind of car stealing ring, man. And this sounds all too familiar. Now, before we get to the specifics of the story and break this down, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about CEO Bobby for a second here. And I mean Joshua Hughlett. You know what I mean? That's his real name. Now, there was a story that recently came out from the WREG News there in the local Memphis area. And the headline said this. It says, men arrested in connection to numerous car thefts. So this made me think, like, what in the world? Some cats out there in Memphis got a car stealing ring? Now, prior to this, man, CEO Bobby was already wanted. There was like warrants for his arrest for numerous charges. I mean, it was ridiculous. All the charges that were listed for warrants for CEO Bobby, man. It looked like it was a huge list. We'll say that, man. And the charges range from theft of like $10,000 to $6,000 and stuff like that, man. Like it seemed like small crimes and big crimes, all amounts that look like they can be around cars. So it's no surprise that he got arrested in what is being called a serial car theft. You know what I'm saying? Or being a part of a serial car theft ring, allegedly, right? Now, the news starts off by saying this. It says, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis police say at least one pair of serial car thieves are off the streets. Memphis PD said Joshua Hughlett, 22, that's CEO Bobby, and Cavacious Wesley, 19, were arrested Thursday when they crashed a stolen car at Point Church and Hawkins Mill Road in Raleigh. So it looks like in the Raleigh area, they had crashed their car, and that's where he got picked up. And when they found him, they was probably like, all right, you already got a million warrants. So, man, and I'm exaggerating. It's not really a million, but you got so many warrants. You coming with us, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no other choice about it. You know what I mean? Now, originally, CEO Bobby got arrested around the same time as that operation that they ran where they picked up like 150 felons or 100 or something people with warrants. I don't even want to say felons because I don't know if they had felony charges, but you actually had like 150 people getting picked up. Let's look at that story, man, just as a flashback.
Hopefully it made our streets safer.
Major Willie Mathena says during the sting, officers arrested more than 341 people, 241 for felonies. The operation included teams of Memphis police, Shelby County deputies, and U.S. Marshals working continuously over a 5-day period with other surrounding agencies.
And I was obviously lowballing the numbers. It was actually 300 arrests. 240-something felony charges, man. So, man, that was a lot of arrests. And CEO Bobby, he had got released. It was big news. People didn't know if it had anything to do with the young Dolph case or not because his name has still been swirling around in those circles. Well, it seems like him and his homeboy got picked up, and they're saying that they was out here stealing a whole bunch of cars. Now, the story continues to say they said Hughlett was in possession of 5 stolen cars, including 2 found parked in his driveway back in December. They also found other stolen items and weapons in his home. So they're saying dude had 5 stolen cars in his property at the same time, including 2 found in his parking lot or his driveway back in December. So only like a month or 2 months ago, you know what I mean? So dude, I don't know what in the world kind of operation he was working, but everybody didn't see that movie with Nicolas Cage where they stealing the cars. And wasn't the rule always to never have the car in the same spot for too long? And they was stealing like 100 cars. It was like that was based on a true story. But cats just don't be thinking, man. They don't be it seems like they be masterminds. They be telling everybody in the neighborhood like, yeah, man, I got this thing going. But they don't be thinking things all the way through at all, man. Now, it also says this. It says, Wesley is also accused of running from police in another stolen vehicle earlier this month. We know facing a slew of charges, including evading arrest, theft of property, and possession of a prohibited weapon. So let's actually look at the news story of when this arrest occurred. In that news story, Joshua Hewlett, or the person we believe is CEO Bobby from social media, posted the pictures in what looked like the white Mercedes. That was the actual car, the car that we believe was used in the young Dolph hit. A lot of people have said that this is the same car. I'm not sure if it's the same car, but you see them posing in pictures with it. This is what goes to show that, man, a lot of these cats, they don't be like masterminds behind this stuff. Because if that car as well is stolen and they posing for pictures in it and stuff all over social media, man, that you got to be a special kind of, world's dumbest criminals. I'll say that much, man. Now, I don't know for a fact that car they were posing in was used in the young Dolph shooting. And I don't know for a fact that car that they were posing in, the white Mercedes, was actually stolen. But it's convenient. We'll say that, man. These things kind of seem to match up all too well. You know what I mean? Not saying it's facts, but man, it looks a little shady. Now, the story ends by saying these things. It says, Hewlett and two others were charged in a roadway shootout in Shelby County in January of 2020. Shelby County deputies said two different cars were speeding down Shelby Drive near Hacks Cross. They say Hewlett and two men with him were in a stolen car at the time. Hewlett already had 6 prior cases on his record, including felony theft, man. The way that they're painting this picture is that CEO Bobby was just out here stealing cars left and right, man. Like, if you see a car, he just can't help but steal it, according to them. I'm allegedly, we'll say that. Now, also it says during a public safety town meeting Thursday night, the police chief said that officers had made significant arrests of individuals committing the same crimes over and over. And obviously they're talking about CEO Bobby in this case. But what do you guys think about this, man? Do you think this is a smaller piece to a bigger puzzle? And one of the clues, or CEO Bobby plays some part in this potentially or allegedly in the young Dolph case? Or do you feel, since they've got straight Dropp and Cornelius Smith locked up, that they probably got the suspects and this is just a one-off incident? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this kind of content. And we out of here. Peace.